how are you all doing? Eid Mubarak. Listen, this week was really interesting. A web series reminded us of Guru Dutt and that whole Dekhi Zamane Ki Yari, Bichhde Sabhi Bari Bari, where it all had started, the passion for cinema, a beautiful show. And Yo-Yo Honey Singh is back. Now what does he have to say? I wish that you are having a great weekend, but let's first show you what we have in Now Showing. I'm Atika Farooqui. Let's go. Kisi Ka Bhai Kisi Ki Jaan is a Salman Khan all the way film. Hardly goes deep into the plot but celebrates the brand Salman like never before. A team that brings back memories of Guru Dutt, Dilip Kumar and Prithviraj Kapoor is right here with nostalgic stories of the 50s era. And singer Yo-Yo Honey Singh talks about his new album and how he is preparing to make music for Gen Z. Kisi Ka Bhai Kisi Ki Jaan is an action drama film that mostly relies on Salman Khan's star power and explores and exploits his cinematic appeal to the fullest to churn out a film that's mostly for Salman Khan's ardent fans. Bhaijan is a self-defense trainer who lives happily with his brothers and uses violence to settle disputes with anyone, but decides to mend his ways for his Hyderabad-based girlfriend Bhagya Lakshmi. However, Bhaijan learns that Bhagya Lakshmi's family is in deep trouble due to their past rivalry with a man played by Jagapati Babu and sets out to protect them without their knowledge. Directed by Farhad Samji, who had earlier directed Houseful 4 and Bachchan Pandey, uses all that Salman Khan has generated in the past many decades at the box office. His looks, his popular characters, famous dialogues, star power and the ability to be the biggest attraction in the film, even if it's an ensemble cast. He creates a version of Bhaijan that is infallible, unbeatable, is patriotic and will not take bullies with a silence. If the film Kisi Ka Bhai Kisi Ki Jaan were a thali, then Salman is the roti and the sabzi and the dessert. And there is not much nuance here either, or a backstory, or the exploration of the relationship between the four brothers. It's mostly action and one-liners. That too, to be fair, are very entertaining though. Salman Khan, when he comes on screen, one knows that he is paraphrasing the instructions of the director. The Salman Khan of Ali Abbas Zafar's Sultan was such a different man, gullible, defeatable and raw. The Salman of Kabir Khan's Bajrangi was ready to be fooled or corrected when he was wrong. Here, the direction and the script by Farhad Samji, Sparsh Khetarpal and Tasha Bhamra refrain from adding nuances, refrain from adding in working in detail on the script or the character or the plot. The source material on which the story is based is Veeram, a film by Siva, released in 2014. While I enjoyed the addition of the South India, the culture, the language in the Hindi mainstream movie, it was mostly skimming on the surface. The leading lady is Pooja Hegde and she plays a demure girl, mostly quiet. In any scene, one thinks, why is the chemistry so pale between her and Salman? And why does she always need to be protected by her man? The girl just stands still with a shock in her eyes and refuses to help herself. Arey bhai, tum bhi to kuch karo meri jaan, the viewer feels like saying. The action scenes are quite powerful. There is one in the metro, another in the house, and the bap of all is the climax where Salman, I guess for the first time, does not break a leg but breaks head with his head on that big screen. Salman's face bumping the camera like he was head-butting the leading antagonist, played by sportsman Vijayendra Singh, was a rare visual. You would not have seen that before. The climax is not emotional though, but quite dramatic. I always appreciate how Salman hands himself over to the director. And when a scene is powerful, one knows that this actor did his best and he relies in the hands that direct him. And I so wish he would have handed himself over to directors who get into the depth of a story and character and not just use his laurels and proven glory at the box office. The supporting cast, with a very charming Venkatesh Daggubati, who exerts a lot of poise and an energy of seniority and experience on the screen. The scenes between him and Salman are quite graceful, I must say. And the menacing Daggubati Babu with that thirst for blood and sharp weapons being wielded in the air gave me some horrific thrills. Music is one of the strong points in the film. Score by Ravi Basroor, songs by Himesh Reshamia, Sajid Khan, Sukhbir, Payal Dev Devi, Sri Prasad, Amal Malik were perfect for a festival release kind of films. Lots of beats and fervor. However, there is nothing that may haunt you for long in terms of a music track. In all, it's a film that we have seen in the past, a project with a lot of technicality, but not very intense or delicate emotion. And we know that actor Salman is worthy and capable of so much more. Kisi Ka Bhai, Kisi Ki Jaan is in a theatre near you. ये महलों, ये तख्तों, ये ताजों की दुनिया, ये इंसान के दुश्मन समाजों की दुनिया, ये दौलत के भूखे रिवाजों की दुनिया, ये दुनिया अगर मिल भी जाए तो क्या है, ये दुनिया अगर मिल भी जाए तो क्या है, हर एक जिस्म घायल, हर एक रूह प्यासी, निगाहों में उलझन, दिलों में उदासी, ये दुनिया है या आलमे बदहवासी, ये दुनिया अगर मिल भी जाए तो क्या है. Remember this song by Sahil Ludhianvi, sung by Mohammad Rafi and cinematographed on Gurudat. A show called Jubilee on Amazon Prime will take you into that world, a world of idealism, passion, cinema, love for arts. I was mesmerized watching it. I strongly suggest that you must watch this very well directed and very well performed show by Vikramaditya Motwane and his ensemble cast. Here is a chat with the team itself.
I think this one was, I mean, since it is in a sense a tribute to Dekhi Zamane Ki Yaari in terms of the mood and the tone and the feel. I have met the families, I have met some older families, but over a period of time, I mean, I've spent multiple meetings with Rishi Kapoor where he would tell me stories about his father. When you've worked in the industry for enough years, you tend to hear stories about how Dilip Saab would do certain things, or how Gurudat would do certain things, or how Raj Kapoor would do certain things. So you tend to hear these, but these are more, it's the oral tradition of telling stories that kind of passes down generation to generation.
How Binod and Madan Kumar, playing together could have been tricky, but I think Madan Kumar was still the easy part, because as an actor, आप हमेशा इन हाथ से हाथ ऐसा ड्रीम करते हैं कि किसी दिन मैं शायद फेमस हो जाऊंगा, या लोग मेरा शायद ऑटोग्राफ लेंगे, या लंबी गाड़ी होगी. So वो आपने in the head कभी ना कभी जिया होता है वो.
Creating a character like that has multiple layers and silences. I think the biggest sort of joy for me was the silences, and that I got to play with those silences, and he let us, or me especially, play with those silences.
What Aditi was saying is right, that Vikram has given us a space where you have a lot of dialogues, but at the same time you have a lot of space where you have less dialogues, and you have camera on you, and you can take your time and give the expression. So I think as an actor, your eyes and your muscles all needs to work.
Jai Khanna doesn't give up, doesn't know how to give up, and when Jai Khanna came to me, this is what I figured about myself, that I looked back at my life, and it's the same thing, something in me couldn't give up.
इतनी खूबसूरती से ये शो सीरीज़ लिखी गई हैं कि आप एक बार पढ़ लें तो आपको समझ में आ जाता है कि ये क्या बनाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं.
Whatever characters I've played, I've never played a character which has been from this era, from the 40s and 50s. When we think of a character, we at least have some sort of idea, okay, these are going to be my references, these are going to be my referral points, and this is where I'm going to draw inspiration from. For Jamshed, most of my research, most of my learning, more than the learning, it was the unlearning that went into it.
My preparations, I think, started with just trying to put anything that I know about this whole context of filmmaking, being an actor, whether it was diction or just readings or costumes, and all of it helps in creating that persona that we are trying to create.
जब मैं नीलोफर को जानने की कोशिश कर रही थी, मुझे बहुत ही फन और बहुत ही मज़ेदार सी लगी.
It was like a love affair, this script and this character, so I felt a sense of responsibility, and I felt a sense of, I don't know, I just felt like there's this some magic about him, which cannot be defined. It can only be felt. So I started chasing that.
Whether it is a studio owner or is a director or a producer or an actor, I believe that Srikant Roy is a person who believes that I have made this kingdom and I need to keep this kingdom. And he's a star maker also.
Binod, I think, was the trickier one. जिसको crack करने में I think during workshops या readings वो एक tone या pitch set हो गई थी. And I think on the shoot then it was not so difficult.
Giving a climax to pretty much anything is tricky. I think writing a great crescendo for for whatever, it doesn't matter whether it's period or not. I think there is always a trickiness to writing and a very, very interesting climax.
Time for a short break, but stay tuned. When we come back, we have rapper Yo-Yo Honey Singh talking about his new album and his Bollywood plans and so much more. This is a very interesting conversation you don't want to miss. Don't go away. Welcome back to Now Showing. I'm Atika Farooqui. Rapper Yo-Yo Honey Singh is back with his new album titled Honey 3.0. He also has a big international collaboration planned. My colleague Vishal Chatkara caught up with Honey Singh earlier this week and got him talking about making songs for Hindi films, working with SRK, and why he is unsure about his songs appealing to Gen Z. Listen in.
Yo-Yo, you're back with your new album. This one is called Honey 3.0.
Yeah.
The first song is out. The song is called Nagan.
Yeah.
Please tell us more about this song and about the album. You promised us that this new album and the songs will not have words like sharab and nasha, etc.
Yeah. So the thing is when I made my first album, International Villager, the full album of I think 13 songs in 2011, we released it, in which we had a dope show, Brown Rang, Angrezi Beat. I planned for that album for 2 years. Then it became hit. Then after 2 years, I planned for an album called Desi Kalakar. I made that album in 1 week. But this album just happened last year. I was just not doing anything before this. I was just traveling. I was just chilling with my friends. I was not making music. I was not actually wanted to make music at that time because I was not very much in a good vibe. But then I went to Gangaji, to Haridwar. Somebody told me to go. So I had a snan over there. When I came back, everything changed. I started making songs. So I made 38 songs in 1 month. So then we decided, let's make an album. So this album eventually just happened on its own. It's gonna be 10-song album. We're gonna keep dropping songs every month of the album with the videos. It's gonna come up till December. So the first song is Nagan. So as far as Nagan is concerned, Nagan is a very experimental song, and I've tried something new in a Chamkila voice. Chamkila was a legendary Punjabi singer from Punjab who got assassinated, and I picked up his texture, and the song is very raw. The beat is tribal hip hop made by Bass Yogi. Sapni vargi teri adama keel patari tenu pawa ਮਾਂ ਮੇਰੀ ਨੂੰ ਪਸੰਦ ਤੂੰ ਆਉਣੀ ਜੀ ਕਰਦਾ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਘਰ ਲੈ ਜਾਵਾਂ ਰਾਣੀ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਰੱਖੂੰ ਦੂਜੀ ਨਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਕਦੇ ਨਾ ਤੱਕੂ ਗੱਲ ਤੂੰ ਮੇਰੀ ਸੁਣ ਲੈ ਕੁੜੀਏ ਹੋਲੀ ਬੁੱਕਦੀ 100 ਮੈਂ ਚੱਕੂ ਨਾਗਣ ਹੋ ਮੇਰੀ ਨਾਗਣ ਸਾਰੀ ਰਾਤੀ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਵਾਲੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਜਾਗਣ ਮੇਰੀ ਨਾਗਣ.
You know, your first album, International Villagers, had 14 tracks.
Yeah.
Each song from that album was super hit.
Yeah.
That album gave us that wholesome experience.
Yeah.
What would you like to say about Honey 3.0?
Honey 3.0 is a very different thing, Honey 3.0 is a solo album. International Villager was a collaboration album. It was a collaboration project with multiple artists in it. And that was a different time, different zone. I was trying something new, what never been tried before. And the whole new sound, whole new lyrics. I got lots of backlash on the lyrics as well at that time. People protested against me. Lots of things happened because it was very new, ahead of its time, and nobody was ready to listen to that kind of lyrics and bold culture and everything. So Honey 3.0 is totally different because वही है ना कि अगर हम रोज शाही पनीर खाएंगे तो पेट खराब हो जाएगा, तो कुछ और चाहिए. तो देसी कलाकार was bhindi, international village was shahi paneer, and I hope Honey Singh gonna be butter chicken.
I love that. Butter chicken and the album. But which is that one track that apart from Nagan that you're most excited about right now?
The song in the album called Classy Munda, and it's gonna be the 4th song of the album, cause विराट कोहली भी पहले नंबर पे बैटिंग करने नहीं आता, वो भी तीसरे चौथे नंबर पे आता है. So that's like my Virat Kohli of the album, and I'm preparing lots of new things in it. I'm preparing a dance in it, dance for it. So it's gonna take another 1.5 months for me to learn the dance and to rip up myself more. I have to reduce more weight. I have to be skinnier, leaner. So Classy Munda, I'm very much sure it's gonna be something really big, really big.
Now, you know, today a lot of films are underperforming at the box office. The only song we've got so far is Besharam Rang, which can be called the big song of the year. Do you get a lot of calls from producers asking you for a super hit Gana, say like...
And just now, 30 minutes back, I got a call. I don't want to say his name. He's the biggest guy. He gave the biggest blockbuster of last year. And he's an amazing guy. I know him more than 11 years now. So, but we haven't worked together. So this time he said, you have to make this song. I said, sir, let me try, because I don't actually enjoy much making songs for Bollywood, because they come with a lot of expectation regarding the character and the script, but I'm like a free bird, you know, just give me a vibe. Don't stress me to put the name of your of your film in the song. Don't stress me to write the influence of your film's character in my song. So so it's like too much of foundation. So the songs I did with people, with Shahrukh Bhai, Lungi Dance, I got the whole freedom. I said, I'm not going to put Chennai Express in the song anywhere. I'll do a shout out in the end, Chennai Express. I said, this is your vibe. He narrated me the story for 3 hours before making the song. So I said, not going to make Angrezi beat for you. I'm going to make something South Indian, but a very different blend. But I don't know what it's going to be. So eventually I made Lungi Dance. So, and rest of the songs as well, Sunny Sunny, and you name Cha Bottle Vodka. Because there was so much of liberty at that time. But right now, most of the directors are very stubborn and stick to their characters and the title of the film to be integrated properly in the song. So it's gonna be like a tag song, but it's not gonna be a super hit song. So, okay. So this is what I believe. If I'm gonna get some liberty, but this guy who just called me 30 minutes back as well, he's giving me full liberty.
Would you please like to give us few lines of your favorite song, maybe Brown Rang?
Yeah. Kudiye ni tere brown rang ne munde patte te ni sare mere town de koi kam utte jave na roti pani khave na gori gori kudiyan nu koi mulave na kudiye ni tere brown rang ne munde patte te ni sare mere town de.
Oh, nice. You know, now I have a complaint.
Yeah.
You know, last time you said you don't like to diss other rappers, you don't want to insult, we all are here to make good music. And then you go and may write lyrics like mere style ko copy kare Drake. I mean, it looks like you also want to have competition with other rappers.
No. I just said it in a fun way, and because you know I manifest lots of things since so many years. So when I manifest nahi karta to main yahan tak pahunch nahi pata. So I'm just manifesting in a funny way that one day I'm gonna be that much popular, and Drake gonna follow me, and Drake gonna copy me. So it's just a very funny way. It's a humorous. It's like a dark humor. You have to take it that way.
Okay, not the hot topic. Today it's all about Insta Reel, music, the new songs have been discovered on Instagram Reels. Do you feel that pressure of making music that is reel friendly or the one which will go viral?
Yeah, true, man. You know, the industry has been changed a lot now. Before, time was different. Now time is different. And songs, media, entertainment, and footage and content, they got a very short span of life now. You just go in 2 weeks and boom, people want something new. Before it was like bloody people are listening to one song for 10 years.
Yeah.
But now they want to listen to something new. So things has been changed. Now I'm still learning because I'm coming back after 7 years. Industry is changing. I'm doing my India tour, Honey 3.0 tour. Just 2 cities left. I'm performing in Bombay now on 15th, and then Raipur is left. Then I'm done with it. So it was a great experience. I'm experiencing the new Gen Z singing to my 10-year-old songs. Blue Eyes, Desi Kalakar, Dope Show, 13-year-old song, Hai Mera Dil, 13-year-old songs. So they're listening to it, they're singing, so industry and the time is changed now, and I'm accepting it. And so trust me, if you ask me in a very genuine way, before when I used to make songs, I used to believe like this gonna work. This gonna work. Now, including Honey 3.0, I'm just confident and positive and praying. I can't say this is gonna work.
Because of reels.
Because of everything. Because you know what, now there's so many choices.
Yeah.
Before it was just 1 artist, 2 artists, 3 artists. There's so many choices, and boys are doing really good. I'm not saying I'm not confident, but this thing is not there.
You know, you have this gift of giving a twist to already popular lyrics.
Yeah.
The most popular one is "Ye Chand Sa Roshan Chehra,
Yeah.
Chehre Ka Rang Sunehra, Chashme Ko Hatao."
Yeah.
As a musician, what kind of challenge a song like that throws, where you have to use lyrics from an already popular song, maybe folk or a film song?
Bro, I work like a river. I just go with the flow. I don't think too much. You know, when you try to exceed the excellency, you spoil everything. So I just try, even if I'm making an album, I'm making a song for a movie, whatever, okay, you want a song for a movie, what's a movie vibe? Okay, I'll keep that in my mind, but let me go in my flow. It just came to my mind because Rafi Saab is what we sun ke hum bade hue. And
Even to Dil Chori Sada Ho Gaya.
Dil Chori was a remake, it's a professional remake, but Chand Sa Roshan Chehra is a different thing, and Dil Chori is a remake, it's a different thing. That's a referential idea concept, but this is a remake. So these are 2 different things. So the concept and idea to make 2 different things are really different.
Yo, Honey Singh, thank you so much for your time and best of luck.
Thank you so much.
That's all this week. As Sahir Saab says, गम और खुशी का फर्क न महसूस हो जहां मैं दिल को उस मकाम पे लाता चला गया. You have a great Eid, a great weekend, and a peaceful state of mind. See you next week in the next episode. Till then, I'm Atika Farooqui saying goodbye.